God of War has some pretty intense fans, and with an intense fandom comes craziness. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on gameranx 10 crazy things God of War fans have done. Number 10, when Carl Froch, a British boxer, lost a match to Mikkel Kessler in 2013, he didn't want to take it sitting down. In fact, he challenged his opponent to a rematch and fought the fight as Kratos, as in a professional boxing match in the O2 Arena, one of the premier arenas in the United Kingdom. He cosplayed as Kratos to fight it. Kessler, his opponent, promised the match would be two warriors going at it from the first bell until the very end. It will be pure action and adrenaline. But when he said that, he didn't see that his opponent had gone full lunatic and decided to dress as Kratos to intimidate his opponent. Froch actually won the fight too, and although it wasn't by a TKO, the judges unanimously decided that he was the winner. Number 9, a man calling himself the real Kratos.
I'm the ghost of Sparta. This is my world. I'm Kratos.
Who actually did a pretty good job with his cosplay, to be fair, tried to kickstart a 15-minute short film in which he starred as Kratos and attempted to raise $295,000 so that he could make this short film that would essentially serve as kind of a test reel to see if there would be interest to make a full-length movie with him as Kratos. He only raised $251 of the $295,000 he intended to, but I just want to be entirely fair to this guy. This guy looks like Kratos when he's not dressed as Kratos. At very least, original trilogy Kratos. Number 8 is this amazing God of War tattoo. In all seriousness, this is a pretty big work of art. I'm not really into tattoos myself, I probably wouldn't get it, but if I had the courage to do that, I would want to go directly to this person. The artist is actually a gentleman from Russia by the name of Roman Kuznetsov. His Instagram is Roman Kuznetsov Tattoo, and just a big wow to this person. They are capable of like photorealism in tattoos, and that is on full display in this God of War tattoo. Some of these tattoos make it pretty clear that they traveled to Moscow, Russia, just to get these tattoos, and it's not shocking. He's done a few other video game ones as well, including a Mortal Kombat one that I thought was pretty cool. Number 7, Elon Musk accidentally tweeted his cell phone number while attempting to direct message John Carmack, and a lot of people tried calling him, which resulted in them finding out that his answering machine message was in fact the Easter egg from God of War, with the director David Jaffe talking to Kratos and eventually being killed by him. Number 6 is another dad cosplaying as Kratos, this time much to the dismay of his children, whom he took to school dressed as Kratos. Now the person who posted this said "best father ever" on the title of it, but if you look at the children's faces, I'm not 100% certain that is the case. Especially his kid on the left, who seems just puzzled. Like he would have had to get up at like 5 in the morning to get all the makeup on and get dressed, to take his kids to school at 8 a.m. dressed like Kratos from God of War. Number 5, another father and son cosplaying as Kratos and Atreus, this time not going to school and embarrassing the children, but instead going to the Olympic Stadium in Rome for the Lazio Rome Derby and seemingly not embarrassing the child. They stayed in character and watched it very much like one might expect people to enjoy an intense sporting event dressed as Kratos and son. And although I'm not really 100% sure I would say it is as good as the father that dropped his kids off at school, it was maybe a little less embarrassing. Number 4, Sony decided that they would put together a fan promotion event where they took a freshly slaughtered goat and allowed people to reach into it. The goat had been decapitated, which is, something that happens in God of War from time to time. Not usually to goats though, and it's something that almost never happens at video game promotion events. It's absolutely crazy because some fans actually turned up and did reach into the goat. This, of course, drew a lot of people who were angry, including the International Fund for Animal Welfare, who said it was outrageous that the animal's death had been used to sell a few computer games. I kind of think this was actually a really bad idea on Sony's part. and I'm not like a big animal rights bird of prey at all, despite being a bird of prey. Number 3, a gentleman by the name of Devin L. Smith made a phenomenal PS4 controller, totally in the style of God of War. It's made of different materials and textures and just really is reminiscent of the game. Now, Devin doesn't just do that controller, he's done a lot of other controllers as well for a lot of other very cool games, including a cool Fallout Pip-Boy inspired controller, and I would highly recommend checking out his designs. Not just the God of War one, of course, but seriously, have a look at that. At very least, have a look at the God of War one. Number 2, employees at video game stores are getting into the act thanks to this new God of War game. One fan who worked at a store spent many hours making this display with both of the characters' new weapons, proudly declaring that Kratos returns, celebrating the new game. And another gentleman did up his hair, or lack of it, and beard and face makeup as Kratos to operate the cash register. It's actually kind of funny to see that one because he had to wear his normal clothes, so it looks like Kratos is like working at GameStop or something. And finally, number 1, a lucky fan was able to play God of War on IMAX, or rather was going to get to play God of War on IMAX, when they took a photo of their PS4 attached to the IMAX screen. Still had the lock on God of War, so they still had to wait. I promise you, when the game came out though, this guy had a sweet time. And finally, a quick bonus for you. Someone sent this into our Facebook of a dog that had eaten a Call of Duty Black Ops 3 disc and photoshopped God of War over it, leaving the quotation, "breathes in, dog," you know, like boy from the game. And whether or not they intended to actually fool anybody or anything like that, it doesn't really matter. It's funny, the joke is funny, but it's also fake. Do you know anybody who has done something crazy or cool in the name of God of War? Leave us a comment, and if you like this video, click like. If you're not subscribed now, of course, is the best time to do so. We upload a brand new video every day of the week, and the best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription. As always, we thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter at Falcon the Hero, and we'll see you next time right here on gameranx.